DeRoy, Charlotte Baldwin. Charlotte Baldwin got a point to prove after finishing on top of the podium last year and wants to do exactly the same thing. New partner this year, Julia Hannaford, not in contention to compete this year with an ACL injury. And for our elite men, it is father and son. Khan Porter and Zach Thomas leading the charge. The Geo Boogeyman and Jake's at work. Rounding out your top three, Team Chris, Ethan van der Velden and Brody Scotts. And in fifth position for the men, all the Jedi with that great event win yesterday, the Fowler brothers, Tim and Luke, doing exactly what they needed to do, following suit for their brother Ben, who is doing a great job for the men and leading the charge. This is event number 3. It is called Erg Sandwich, and it is the start of our elite day here, day 2 of the Down Under Championship.
For time, 30-metre dual dumbbell and dead ball walking lunge, and 50 cal ski erg, 36 for the females. 30-metre dual dumbbell and dead ball walking lunge. And then at the 8-minute mark, the athletes will start event 4.
Event number 4 is called The Chase. Back-to-back events for the athletes this morning.
5 rounds for time of 200-metre run, both athletes running, 10 synchro alternating dumbbell snatches, 8 synchro burpee broad jumps. The dumbbell weight is 40 kilos for the men, 22.5 for the women, and the dead ball weight is 32.5 kilos for the men, 30 kilos for the women. They've got a 13-minute time cap.
Total of 21 minutes for both of our events. 3 and 4 going back to back before we head inside. We've got clean windows coming up inside the arena later on. Our lane assignments for our first heat of the elites for the day. I did say morning, but I meant afternoon. Our males and females in the same heats, and they will follow our intermediates, masters, futures, our RX pairs, and also our adaptives who have taken on events 3 and 4 right across the morning here. A little bit cooler today, the sun behind the clouds, and the wind has really dropped off.
A lot less windy than yesterday, which is very nice.
Not too far away from getting started. Now, if we go back to 2014 when you were last in the gong, a little bit different now to competing.
30 seconds.
We go from competing to now broadcasting. Do the nerves or the feelings that you get from coming to a stadium like this, they still there?
Oh,
but just different capacity?
Definitely. You still get the itch watching all these athletes out there.
10 seconds.
I just put mine far, far away so I don't get the urge to scratch it.
Sam Mason to the left there, the owner of Hunted Fitness on the Gold Coast, partnering up with Chris Campbell. And the athletes are underway. And I don't know what's worse, that dead ball or the double dumbbell lunge, but after a very hefty day yesterday, those legs hitting that soft sand and a little bit of lactate building up, the athletes would have had to have done a lot of recovery work to get them ready for the events today.
Oh, the programming this weekend is brilliant. I loved yesterday starting out with a bang with that 21-minute aerobic work. And it wasn't just aerobic work, it was really hard on the legs, running through that soft sand, and the fast, short, sharp, heavy lifting last night, and now heavy dumbbell lunges.
30-metre dual dumbbell and dumbbell walking lunge. Obviously, they must be going down together. And back for 50 cals on the ski. Now, the benefit for the athletes coming into this first event of the day, they've just done a lot of lunging with their legs. Now they're coming back and it's predominantly an upper body movement with the ski erg. I suppose another benefit of the ski erg as well, it's pretty quick to change.
We can see the athletes are not really using that ski to rest. They're really utilising that upper body. It's a very short time cap, 7 minutes they've got to complete this work, so they need to move quickly.
The far right of the screen, Pappy and Puppy, one of our late backfills, Lockie Endicott and Carbalimi. Boys from Hunted Fitness in those white singlets. Star Strength DNF, the Dillons partnering up. Surprised they didn't call their team name something similar. Dylan Seeley and Dylan McGregor. A little bit of a slow transition from Mr. Seeley to Mr. McGregor. Our ladies getting to work immediately. We talk about synchronizing together with movements. It's all about fashion as well. Girls nailing that this morning.
Those dumbbell walking lunges. You can see how heavy those dumbbells are. Just trying to keep them nice and tight to the body. They tend to swing around a bit, especially when you start getting tired.
Chloe Lyons, Georgia Proudfoot. Bit of a stumble from Georgia just then, but they are your leading female team. 3 minutes and 20 seconds down. And our first male team's coming over the line. And a fairly decent break if we think we are going to that 8 minutes before we get to work for the chase, which is event number 4. The RFX GCs, another of our West Australian team. They are done. And don't worry about not working hard. The last 3.5 minutes has really knocked the wind.
It's a short and sharp one, but they do have 5 rounds of the chase coming right up.
Regan and Jess form BBB 2795, jumping up from that RX division last year. That's what we love to see. Backfill boys. Man Pinard, Harry Cavalier, all finished up for that 7-minute cap. Not really needed, so we're going to see some very quick times as we progress through our heats. 3 heats of our elite pairs before we get to our elite individuals. And we bring them inside for some very heavy lifting. But before they get there, they have got the chase to get through. And as you mentioned, Pip, 5 pretty grueling rounds. And you've been here before. You finish an event well under time cap. What's the thought process to get you ready for a 2-parter?
Just trying to get recovered and standing up ready to go as quick as you can. Sitting down is probably not preferable because you just want to stay down there.
The XF Dirty Chai, Varna and Tamara. And no whales to speak of today, just in background. The ocean very calm considering the wind we had yesterday. Athletes must be pretty happy they are not heading out into that soft sand. Final 60 seconds before we hit that time cap and we get into that 1 minute. Athletes A lot of time to recover. Now, is it beneficial when you're doing events like this to have a shorter break, or is this longer break going to try and reset the entire nervous system and get you ready for that next bit?
Well, these athletes will be very happy to start the chase with a lower heart rate. That'd be the aim, coming off the fast erg sandwich. Get the heart rate down as low as you can before starting the chase. So starting with a 200-meter run. A lot of these teams will take off if it's anything like we saw yesterday with the run on the Peach.
We're into the 1 minute recovery now. We wait patiently for the athletes to start hitting the chase. And Rob Forte with his programming, he's done remarkably well to balance out day 1, day 2. We've got a really high intensity, fast part A going into a fairly grueling part B. And we'll rest them up. And we go to an intense 5th workout of the 3-day competition coming up later tonight inside the Wynn Entertainment Centre.
10 seconds.
Our final 10 seconds before we get underway. And it's all well and good to finish the first bit fast, but it's all about this second bit as well, and can you back it up? This is event number 4. It is called The Chase.
5 rounds for time of 200-meter run, 10 synchro alternating dumbbell snatches, 8 synchro burpee broad jumps. The dumbbell weight, 32.5 kilos for the men, 22.5 kilos for the women.
So fairly hefty weight for these athletes, but nothing that they can't handle. Aman leading Harry, the center of screen. The sunnies are definitely on. The sun might not be absolutely streaming down, but it is still very bright outside. Athletes getting to work with their dumbbell snatches. Now you've got 5 rounds. How do you work out the pacing over the 5 rounds? Are we going alternating 1, 3, 5 fast and the 2 and 4 are recovery rounds? What are we doing?
It's not a lot of high reps, so 200-meter run, a lot of these athletes are going to be trying to push the pace. It's not very far, but we've only got 10 of the synchro alternating dumbbell snatches. You won't see many of the pairs break those up. It'll be unbroken pretty much most away.
8 synchro burpee broad jumps. That's an annoying number, isn't it? It's not 5 and it's not 10. It's just in that nasty little realm. I'm sure Rob Forte has tested this number of times.
This is the sort of an event where you can try and keep each round consistent. Then if you've got anything left in the tank in that last round or two to really drop the hammer.
Bill's Rat Pack, Rad and Joel out to a lead, but not in too much of a rush. You mentioned it before. It is 200 metres, but it's probably going to be the recovery part that they need. Rada pulling that hammy last year, partnering up with Asia Moreno and having to pull out, but great to see him back in competition once again. Zoe Bartle and Brianna Gutierrez just making their way back ever so steadily. Holly Lyons and Georgia Proudfoot in the purple and black, leading the charge on the first portion. of the erg sandwich. But now it's time to back it up. This one is called the Chase. Ryder and Joel head back, starting to put a little bit of a lead between themselves and the rest of the pack. I know there's 3 heats for our elite pairs, but is there a pace you go to based upon the heat you're in, knowing that you've got 2 heats to come? But without trying to send it too hard, you base yourself on what everyone else is doing.
This event, you see, a lot of the athletes will not want to send it too hard too early. 5 rounds is quite a lot of work, especially with these synchro burpee broad jumps into the 200-meter run. Very easy to gash yourself way too early in this event.
And that lead just continues to extend meter by meter. And body language tells a very interesting story with athletes once they do get into competition. And that shoulder slump is a really clear indicator. And I'm not sure in the description of the event when it says a 200-meter run. There's not too many athletes out there right now running. It's more of a slow-paced recovery jog. The XF Dirty Chai just finishing off their burpee broad jumps. The Bills Rat Pack. Ryder with that almost strict press, getting it into position. There's 5 reps required on each arm. Ryder looking a lot more comfortable than Joel is coming to the next section, which is our burpee broad jump. Now 30 inches on that box. We're obviously not going 30 inches. That is the length of the box, but that distance, it's about a meter, about 24 inches. And having to clear that, considering the leg fatigue the athletes have had from yesterday, how does that play into what they're doing right now?
Well, the height and length of the box definitely jacks the heart rate up just that bit more than a normal burpee would.
Georgia Proudfoot just looking up at Chloe Lyons goes, don't make me. The girls from BBB 2795. Regan and Jess and Ryder pulling well ahead now. And obviously teamwork comes into this and plays into this right throughout the 21-minute time cap we do have. We've got still 6 minutes. One partner feeling good and one partner not feeling good is not a good place to be in.
No, it is a pairs competition. You do want to try and stick together, and we spoke about it before with consistency through the 5 rounds. So sending it a bit too early, it's definitely going to catch up with them in those later rounds. We see the pairs that do pace that run and those burpees better throughout, be able to just keep that speed up a bit more on their 200-meter run on the back end of this event.
Southend. Looks like they will be jumping into the lead. Boys from Maroubra in Sydney, Kirby and Lewis. AXF Dirty Chai making their way down the field. Just dropping off the pace a little. Southend jumping straight into the lead. Jumping ahead of the girls. Sun really starting to stream out here on the field. Win Entertainment Centre, this is day number 2. Thank you for joining us on the live stream. And I thought this one might be a lot easier than what's taking place right now. The first portion, which is the erg sandwich. Short, sharp, and most of the pairs getting finished up in just over that 3-minute mark. Southend your leaders in the male division to the far right of screen. Herbie and Lewis about to turn, make their way back. Regan and Jess for BBB 2795. And Joel really hitting a wall now. Just about to hit that 18-minute mark. Southend. Last round coming for them. And pretty much fairly spot on with the timing of the 21-minute cap. 13 minutes for this one specifically. The chase. Regan and Jess to the bottom left of screen in the green and black getting to work for BBB 2795. And the grandstand at the north end of the field. Pretty chock-a-block. Southend boys continuing. Star Strength DNF starting to make a move as well. The two Dylans. Dylan McGregor with no shirt. Dylan Seeley with the shirt on. And trying to reel in the boys from Southend. And the Dylans really upping the ante. Behind the girls. BBB 2795, Regan and Jess. Going to be our fastest females.
They stayed so consistent throughout that whole event. Didn't really see their speed drop off much at all from the start to the finish. They just stayed nice and consistent with their pace. And they stuck together as well, which was nice to see.
I'm sure the athletes, once coming over the finish line, are going to be well and truly happy to get this one done, knowing they've only got short little lifting window to come later on this evening inside Win Entertainment Centre, which is just behind that main grandstand on the far left of your screen. The RFX GCs are at the bottom of the screen. And we're just on 30 seconds away from finishing up our first heat of the day for our elite pairs. And the last 5 seconds. Our first heat, our elite pairs in the books. And it has been a grueling second section. The first bit, not too bad. The erg sandwich, but the chase is going to be the one that's going to test our athletes. Let's head down to the competition floor with Gemma Ashworth.
Stand by.
Apologies for the audio there. We'll get that sorted out for you in the coming heats. But our first heats for our elite pairs done. Heat number 2 coming up next.
Deadlifts, power cleans and snatches. 21 total reps between the 3 movements. And then they'll do...
Welcome back to day number 2 of the Down Under Championship for 2025. We are live here, the Wynn Entertainment Centre in Wollongong. Jeremy Austin, Pip Malone, Gemma Ashworth with you. The first of our elite pairs heats in the books already, and it has been a grueling test so far.
That it has. The first erg sandwich, just putting that bit of fatigue through the body, short and sharp, and then the chase. It just looks
that's
brutal.
Way worse than I thought it was going to be. Not the way you really want to start your second day of competition, but some tough going for our pairs in our first heats. Regan and Jess from BBB 2795. Getting the job done for the ladies, the fastest time we've seen so far. Our second heats of event number 3 coming up now. All bar one lane being used. And teams trying their hardest to make their way into that top heat. That's where you want to be, day number 3. LSKD Blondies in lane 13 with a great day yesterday. Finishing event number 1 in 4th position, and some work to do to make their way back into that top heat as we get underway. This is event number 3. It is called Erg Sandwich.
For time, 30-metre dual dumbbell and dead ball walking lunge, 50 cals and 36 cal ski erg, and then a 30-metre dual dumbbell and dead ball walking lunge to finish. At the 8-minute mark, the athletes will start event number 4.
And not a whole lot of work for these pairs to get done in that 8-minute time cap. But event number 4, this one, it's called the Chase.
5 rounds for time, a 200-metre run, 10 synchro alternating dumbbell snatches, 8 synchro burpee broad jumps. The dumbbell is 32.5 kilos for the males, 22.5 kilos for the females, and the dead ball's 40 kilos for the males and 30 kilos for the females.
And a tough 13 minutes for our pairs. There is some work being done on this ski erg. And knowing that the athletes only needed, well, almost half of what the time cap is, surely heat number 2 comes out and they go, okay, we're going to go hot and try and get the work done and then finish at the back end. Just rest as much as possible.
Well, the plus side of being at this level of fitness is being able to recover quickly. So a lot of these athletes will be treating this as a sprint, finish as quick as possible, get longer time to recover before the chase starts and get the heart rate back down.
Ryan Hero, far right of screen. Sam and Ethan had a great day yesterday and getting to work the far end, just where the exit to the arena is. Bob and Barbie. A Scout and Tyler. Pick your poison. Which one is it? The dumbbell or
Dumbbells.
the...
Dumbbells all day.
What is it, just because of the balance, or are we just talking because it's just easier?
Odd objects called that definitely because they're odd. They're odd to hold. Dumbbells just evenly weighted on each side.
Vatos Locos, oh, just sneaking in ahead of Bob and Barbie. And just on, bang, 3 minutes for both our male and our female leaders from heat number 2. I suppose using the dumbbells a little bit to your advantage and swinging them forward to get a little bit of momentum, whereas your dead ball, it's just sitting there. Tanae Yorston. The A&T team. Alia Hilu as well. And there are the LSKD Blondies. Bronte Elsmore finishing up. Katie Cameron just coming in the yellow and the brown. Torian Pink did extremely well yesterday in event number 2. Eden and Shania winning their heats. Bronte, yeah, let's shake those legs out. There's a bit of lactate back after getting rid of it yesterday. Bob and Barbie just pipped at the post. Vatos Locos.
So we'll change out the bars, 45 kgs.
The mum and the young gun. Shanae Watson and Emily Manning. Shanae ran into her this morning. Fittest police officer in Australia, number 2 in the world. That's not a bad title to take. Just new mum to baby Maddox. Andrew Samble. Used to seeing him in individual competition. Probably one of the nicest people on the planet. You sit next to him on the plane to Torian a couple of years ago or something?
Yeah, sure did. So smiley as well on the floor.
Yes.
He's always got such a friendly face for the camera and for all his competitors around him.
Athletes, you have 2 minutes, which means we will now introduce you. In lane number 2 is Darren Thompson.
The Concept Titans. Samble and Bailey Proud. Bailey a little bit buckled over and shaking those legs out, as is a lot of the other competitors. Some tough going. It's a very conservative time cap from Rob Forte, but maybe just giving the athletes a little bit more time to recover before they do hit the grueling Part B, which is the chase. And there was talk of a run involved. Not too much running in heat number 1 of our elite pairs. Our elite individuals will be coming up next.
Athletes, 1 minute.
2:05 local time. We'll get to work with our 3rd heat of our elite pairs, and at 2:40 p.m. just under an hour from now, our elite individuals will get to work as well. once we do finish off our 6 heats of our elite division, we will head inside the arena and clean windows. We're going to see some heavy tin getting shifted, and you're probably way more excited than I am. Look at you smiling away. Heavy barbells on the floor here.
We love a lifting event.
You love it because you can lift heavy.
10 seconds. Stand by.
We are not far away from getting started. Bronte Elsmore, expect her to be leading this run every single time. Katie Cameron has got a job to do, trying to keep up.
We saw in the previous heat, a couple of the pairs went out probably a bit too hot in the first couple of rounds, and they couldn't hold on to the pace on the run, the back end of this event. We know the LSKD Blondies do love some running though, so if they can hold their pace, they're going to be hard to beat.
Now the loading for both our ladies and our gentlemen, not super heavy. It's something they all would have trained. Just a matter of what their body can handle at this stage of competition. This is the first events of our second day of competition, even though we are mid-afternoon. Bob and Barbie getting back to work as they did earlier for the erg sandwich. And I think you'll find that the athletes will really start to slow down on these runs.
Adding in that broad jump is just great programming from Rob.
But a distance that you've got to clear the box as well. It's not over a line or over a barbell. You've actually got to go distance. Bob and Barbie well in control with the early stages. Scout Hembro and Tyler McKellar. Tyler on the right, Scout on the left. See if we can get a shot of that windsock. We just out of shot there, but the wind really minimal out here today. And probably, dare I say it, pleasant conditions for the athletes to compete at. And very conservative compared to yesterday.
I'm loving the synchronicity of Bob and Barbie. They've made really quick work of those dumbbells, but they're sticking together on all the movements and the run.
Timebirds moving into second behind Bob and Barbie. Clara and Emma. And the Titan girls in there as well. Bob and Barbie. Wow, that's a lead. What's that, 30-odd metres? And very picturesque out here at WIN Stadium. Not sure exactly what Scout was doing and gone round in circles.
You've got to go around your own pole at the end. You can't go into someone else's lane. Made up for it quickly though.
But they're the little 1% mistakes that you need to minimise. And the run pace seems to increase just a little compared to heat number 1. Time Birds not far behind Bob and Barbie. Clara Alamund, Emma Eridell, closest to our shot there. B1 and B2. Brad Spreadborough and Hickson. Nick Hotchicks as well, James Keane.
Bob and Barbie just staying so consistent. They've taken off from those burpee broad jumps at the same pace each round. Still looking really in control of this event.
Scout straight around that orange pole the right time. This it's like you learn as you go along. What's the worst mistake you've made on the competition floor?
Oh gosh. So many mistakes.
Well, what's the worst one you've ever done?
I'll have to think about that one.
And did it cost you? Like fatigue or time or placings or...
Oh, always placings. Put it this way, there was lots of mistakes made where by day 3 I was playing catch up big time, way more than I wanted to be. Day 3 was always a lot harder than it needed to be because of the mistakes made on day 1 and day 2.
Isn't the idea to go through day 1 and day 2 to set yourself up for an easy day 3?
Well, that's the plan.
Okay.
But I'm yet to execute that plan.
Bob and Barbie making their way back now. We are getting pretty close to the back end of our events. The Time Birds. A little bit of catch up. We could have a race on our hands.
Time Birds have been slowly making their way up to Bob and Barbie, just staying right with them. It'll be interesting to see if they've got enough in the tank to drop the hammer a bit, and we might have a little bit of a race in our hands. Time Birds are going to try and overtake on this run. Bob and Barbie, though, have done a really good job of sticking nice and close together on each of their runs. They haven't gotten too much distance between them. They do have to do the other movements synchronized, so they cannot start until they're both together and ready to go on those dumbbells. Time Birds need to pick up these dumbbells and move if they want to stay ahead of Bob and Barbie. Going rep for rep between Time Birds and Bob and Barbie, but it'll be Time Birds down the field first.
Emma really pushing the pace. And pace is what you're about for the entire 21 minutes, really.
Well, we wanted to see it in the last heat if anyone could drop the hammer on this last couple of rounds. We didn't quite see it, but now we're seeing a bit of a foot race on our hands between Time Birds and Bob and Barbie. They've just left that little bit in the tank to be able to push this last round out.
Oh, it's going to be tight. Time Birds, oh, pacing to perfection. (18:18) unofficial time for the Time Birds. Some people just have different experiences than others. Emma looking pretty good, standing up. Clara out to it. High five from the judge, that's what you want. Titan girls just in the next lane. Still plenty of time to get this one completed. Titan girls heading to the burpees for the final time. LSKD Blondies coming down for their final 8 reps. 8 doesn't seem like a lot, but it's give or take about 30 to 40 seconds, depending on your fatigue level. And the Titan girls, Maddie MacArthur and Lucy Clark are in. Tori and Pink, Eden and Shania, they get finished up. Bronte, Katie, you're about to come through. ANT, Alia and Sanaya finishing up just at the bottom of your screen with about 30 seconds left on our time cap. So a lot quicker than we've seen in heat number 1. And not too far away from finishing off our second heat of our elite pairs. All of our elite pairs getting completed. And there's time. Well, let's head down to the competition floor with Gemma Ashworth. Thanks again, Gemma. Apologies for the audio. Boys will be working hard to get that rectified. A big thank you to our broadcast partners, Frog Grips. And we'll be back with our third and final heat of our elite pairs coming up next.
In lane 9, Rek Jim Kirui. In lane 10, Vonyi.
Welcome back to Win Entertainment Centre. It is day number 2. And event number 3 and 4. And the start of the elite competition for our second day of competition, but the end of our elite pairs for events 3 and 4. And event number 3, this one called Erg Sandwich.
For time, 30-metre dual dumbbell and dead ball walking lunge. 50 cows ski erg, 50 for the males, 36 cows for the females. 30-metre dual dumbbell and dead ball walking lunge. At the 8-minute mark, the athletes will start event number 4.
Gone through our previous 2 heats significantly faster. Are we going to see the same again? As Pip said, we have got a 7-minute cap for event number 3. Event number 4 with a 13-minute cap, 1-minute transition. That'll total up to 21 minutes as we get underway. Dumbbell and D-ball lunge. Fast and furious.
32.5 kilo dumbbells for the males and 22.5 kilo dumbbells for the women. The dead ball is 40 kilos for the males and 30 kilos for the women.
Jakes at work are doing just that. Jake Douglas, well out in front. Inside the Win Entertainment Centre this morning, part of the HWPO team, running a workout for 120 people. So not only working out this morning, running through the demos, but now getting to work as part of Jake's to Work. Jake Marconi joining him. And they want to go one better, finishing second on the podium last year. But no Aniola Kai or Ricky Garrard to contend with this year. Jake's at work, sliding into that third place position, 2 points ahead of Team Chris. 3 points ahead of all the Jedi, but still a fair way back from the GEO Boogeymen and father and son. Be all in black. They're down in lane number 1. Chesco Paradiso and Marty Strong. Quick change. Marty not on there for very long. This is a mad dash. 3 minutes is what we were after from heat number 2. And the Boogeymen Getting to work, father and son in there as well. Quite Fit Black in that third position. Khan Porter, Zach Thomas doing their best to try and catch the Geo Boogeyman. Brandon Gaskell, Liam Ford, who both had exceptional touring pros, finishing in 15th and 16th respectively. Liam Ford bringing it home strong. Team Barney, Bryony Chalice and Marnie Sykes. Cross Victorian bringing it home strong as well.
Marnie's just willing those dumbbells forwards in each lunge.
Didn't seem as quick as heat number 2. But just as tough. Maisie Wild, Georgia Pryor from Snake Athletic, Team Pepsi.
Right, and all the teams now making their way across for their final few steps on the lunges.
Tony's Titans
And
finishing up.
ready to rest for the
And some
next
tough
30
going.
minutes before moving into the next piece.
We have got a fair bit of time before we hit our time cap of 7 minutes. Our 1 minute transition as well. Now I'm all about intervals and resting a fair bit. This seems to be a little long for the athletes to try and recover and then just go again. Or is this something you look forward to as an athlete where you get a little bit of extra time?
Oh, this is the incentive to move as fast as you can, is to get longer rest. So this event, Erg Sandwich, is a sprint event for most of these pairs. Longer they get in between events, the better. They really want to be starting the chase with a low heart rate rather than a high heart rate off the back of Erg Sandwich.
Just noticing in lane 16, Emily DeRoy leaning up against the ski erg. They are your leaders, won 180 points with Team Barney, but on count back with that win yesterday in event number 2, the Burden. Team QHP currently in the lead, all grit, all brute. They currently sitting in third, Brodie Preston and Emily Clements, with that event win on event number 1, Sandstorm, yesterday. And a very tight competition. Exactly what we want to see for our men's division. Our father and son, Khan and Zach, leading the charge at 185 points. Brandon and Liam, who finished very strong just then, only 5 points back. And Jake's at work, 16 points back from them in third place. Athletes just starting to loosen up and go for a little bit of a run. And there's Team QHP, Emily DeRoy, Charlotte Baldwin on top. Team Barney in second position, Bryony Chalice, Marnie Sykes. And all grits, all brutes, Brodie Preston and Emily Clements. CrossFit Raven, unfortunately, not able to be here. It's very tight for our women's competition. For our men's, doesn't get any easier. Only 5 points separating first and second. Khan and Zach back to Brandon and Liam. And then the two Jakes. Jake's at work. We finish off with event number 3. We move on to event number 4. This one is called the Chase.
5 rounds for time of 200-meter run, 10 synchro alternating dumbbell snatches, 8 synchro burpee broad jumps. Dumbbell weights 32.5 kilos for the males, 22.5 kilos for the females. They have a 13-minute cap.
Tom Woodham having a bit of a joke then. Doing well with Max Lees yesterday. Tommy and Maxi. And they are going to be looking to make a move. Now, interestingly, your leaders, Emily DeRoy, Charlotte Baldwin, really taking their time as they start off on event number 4. Team Barney well out in front. Marnie Sykes in the purple and black to the left of screen. Emily Clements leading her partner, Brodie Preston. Marty Strong, the Bifits on the way back.
From the previous heats, we've seen the pairs that have gone out really hot on this first round. They haven't been able to hold pace, but there is a fair bit of experience out on that field at the moment, so we'll have to see if they can hold it.
So let's break up this 4th event. We've got the runs, we've got the dumbbell snatch, we've got the burpee broad jumps. Which is the one you push the most? Which is the one is sort of that resting, and which one is the damage control movement?
The dumbbell snatches is probably going to be the easiest part of this event. It's not, for these athletes, the weights are fairly manageable. They just need to do them synchronized and consistent and make sure they don't get any no reps and don't do any extra work. Then the burpee broad jumps is really where it's going to elevate their heart rate into that 200-meter run, and the run's really where we've seen a lot of these athletes fall off out of this event.
Team Barney losing a little bit back to Vongi. Our women's division, things getting pretty tight. Marnie Sykes getting those getaway sticks warmed up.
Do you reckon the conversation between Marnie and Bryony for this event was Marnie saying, I'm just going to run and you're going to follow? So we know Bryony's got an engine on her, but Marnie is a good runner.
Oh, great runner. And Marnie, the first athlete back. Jennifer Vong and Caitlin Danny. Team Vongi getting to work. The dumbbell snatch cycle rates of Barney seems to be a lot quicker. All grit, all brute getting to work as well. Now I think the pacing for our leaders, Team QHP, I think it's going to be fairly spot on. Caitlin coming far side for the burpee broad jumps. And Team Barney at the back in the purple and black. It looks like Marnie Sykes is leading the charge with the calling. Rick Jim Kirui, Alice Latham, Taylor Zietler. Barney jumping back in the lead. Pardon me, no they're not. Still trailing by about 20 metres back, Team Vongi. Vongi with that great result yesterday in event number 1, finishing in 3rd position. Marnie just seems to be putting the hammer down the back end of the sort of about the 130 metre mark.
I was literally about to say, Marnie looks like she's picking up the pace on the way back.
Now, is this a way that you can sort of start chipping away at your opposition and just letting them know where you are every time? Yeah, they're ahead, but you catch them and hit the dumbbells first every time and start doing reps. Did it get into their head a little bit?
Well, you either like to chase or lead.
Byfed Black, lane number 1. Marty Strong. Francesco Paradiso. Team Chris. Brody Scott at the helm. Ethan van der Velden. And minimising the fatigue on that legs is important, getting to ground as quick as you can. So great race with Team Chris to the right-hand side. For the men to the left, it is Byfed Black. Chesko and Marty on the left. Both well over 6 foot. That's a lot of body to move.
They're almost doing a chest bump in the middle.
8 reps required on the burpees. Again, Team Vongi getting the lead. Marnie turning.
Tell you what, Marnie is moving on that run, but Team Vongi through those burpee broad jumps, they were just so smooth and fast. They're just able to keep that lead out onto the run.
Vongi maintaining that lead now. Marnie hitting those pads, but not making up as much ground this time around. For the men's division, Team Chris, Brody Scott and Ethan van der Velden, your leaders back to Byfed Black with Marty Strong and Francesco Paradiso. Ethan with a massive lead over Brody. Emily Clements with a big lead over Brody Preston. Now, is that something you work on within yourself? Hey, I'm going to get back and just wait for my partner? Or are you going to stay with your partner and run with them to give them a little bit of motivation, a little bit of company?
So a lot of these pairs have probably gone out with the plan of having the stronger runner go out to try and pull the other runner along. If you're not as strong as running, your partner's stronger than you, then you want them to set the pace to keep pulling you along so you don't go slow. Because I know I would be wanting to go slow.
Need a rope or a stick to pull me along. Maxie and Tommy. Max Lee's always interesting. Blue hair this time around. Big lead now. Team Vongi, look at them go. Caitlin Danny out in the lead, just ahead of Jennifer Vong. Still 5 minutes on our clock. Marnie looks like he's in a very good stride and probably trying not to get too far ahead. And as a trailing partner, is this where you get a little bit of guilt? I should be trying to keep up with my partner, but I can't.
The guilt probably comes after the event. During it, you're just thinking, slow down.
Like the way Bryony's dropping underneath that dumbbell as well, just to minimise the amount of work she has to do. Clements closest to screen. Brody Preston far side. If anything's going to test that shoulder, it was going to be the last 2 days of competition. Seems to be going pretty well with Brody Preston. Team Vongi. And that's how you do it. And we're waiting for the high five, but it's not coming. Jennifer Vong can't lift her arms. But great results. Bryony Chalice, Marnie Sykes are in.
Bryony did an excellent job to stick with Marnie there.
A mad dash to get finished up. Oh, boy, sprinting at home, emptying that tank. When you think about the weekend, there's 6 or 7 scored events. There is sort of 6 events in total normally at a weekend like this. Is that enough time to separate yourself from your competitors, or are more events, more scoring events needed
All the
to
Jedi
do
now
that?
finishing off their dumbbell snatches.
I think
as
from all the events that we've seen over the years, you don't
Pepsi
need
make their run
necessarily
home.
more events. Anything can happen.
It just feels like this is at the halfway point now of their weekend, and in 24 hours from now we're going to be pretty much finished. And it's like, oh no, we want more.
Well, especially with pairs as well. You've got 2 different athletes teamed together. You know, anything can happen with one of those athletes, but their work together is as a team, so their points is together. Just does shake things up a bit. We see that a fair bit in the teams competition, where points get really shaken up from day 1 to day 3.
All of our pairs getting finished up again under time cap, so only our heat 1 struggling a little with getting the athletes home, but heats 2 and 3 no trouble at all as we do round out and hit our 21-minute time cap. The athletes very keen to get on and get recovered as quick as possible. Let's head down to Gemma Ashworth, who is on the competition floor.
Our heat winners, Vongi. I am here and I am very, very happy for you. What a great finish there, such a push. When you're in a pair in that moment, what goes on?
I think I'm just trying to stick with Caitlin the whole time. She sets the pace and then my job's just to follow. So she did a good job setting that pace.
And over here, does it make it easier doing this as a partner? Does it take the pressure off?
Yeah, I think it does. Jen's a great partner. We know our workouts this weekend and where we can really give the other girls a bit of a push, and that was one of them, and we made sure that we went hard, so no pressure.
And what have you learned about each other across the weekend?
Oh, look, we've kind of grown up kind of together in the past years. I think this is the first time we've actually competed together, and I don't know, I think this weekend we're going to know a little bit more about each other, and that workout, yeah, I think we both pushed each other. I was trying to keep up with her, and she thought she was trying to keep up with me, but yeah, no. Yeah, that's all. Jen's a great partner, so yeah, I'm more fun this weekend.
More fun to come. Really well done. Good job, ladies.
Great job from Team Vongi. Caitlin Danny, been here many a year. It's interesting what you learn about your pair and people on the competition floor because it's sort of everything gets stripped back.
Brings out the best and the worst in us.
Oh, doesn't it what? Our elite pairs finishing up from the outside here at Wynn Entertainment Centre. The athletes will move inside shortly to get clean windows underway for the rest of the competition. But we do wait patiently for our elite individuals, which are coming up very soon. We'll be back for the rest of day number 2 here from the field at the Wynn Entertainment Centre. Welcome back to the Wynn Entertainment Centre in Wollongong. It is the Down Under Championship for 2025. Our elite pairs all done outside here at the Wynn Entertainment Centre, and we cast our attention to our elite individuals. For our men's division, Ben Fowler with a great first day, and exactly what we needed to see from him. His progress has been great over the years. John Millennia sitting in second, Riley Martin jumping into third. Zane Shelley-Healy, Bailey Martin, they are not going anywhere. Isaac Newman sitting in 8th position with some work to do. Still 2 days of competition coming up. And the great Felipe down there in lane number 10. For our females, Bella Vallejo really set the world on fire yesterday. Christina Livitatakis with that remarkable time yesterday in the Burden and finishing first in 3 minutes 38 is unbelievable. Ella Price sitting in third, Steph Collins, Gabby Napa wrapping up our top 5. But Daisy McDonald not too far away, nor is Maddie Gilmore and Poppy Hay. Down to Gemma Hoke and Jamie Goodwin rounding out our top 10. Our first heats hitting the competition floor now. This is event number 3 for our individuals. It's called the Erg Sandwich.
For time, 30-metre dual dumbbell walking lunge. 40 calories for the males and 30 calories for the females on the ski erg, and then a 30-metre dual dumbbell walking lunge. At the 8-minute mark, they will start event number 4. Weight on the dumbbells, 32.5 kilos for the males, 22.5 kilos for the females.
Back to back. You don't see that too often in competition where you have a back-to-back double scored event with a minute break. Seen with our elite pairs, they've had a lot of time. That 7-minute time cap. Our lane assignments. And some athletes in there we are used to seeing in competition. Vara Teixeira, Adam Manzi, both up at Torian. Ryan Mulvaney competing as an individual and in the team at Torian as well. And don't be surprised to see Alvaro Teixeira do extremely well here. On the female side of competition, international German athletes, Lorena Ramirez will be sitting in lane number 12. And a couple of ladies with a late backfill, Sarah Cabell and Melanie Bingley. Getting their first taste of the Down Under Championship. Not far away from getting started for event number 3, the double whammy. Our athletes getting underway. Jamie Vessius, well, look at that. The swing forward. And we spoke about it with the pairs, with the dead ball and also the dumbbells. We've seen some really interesting stuff.
I think the swing forward helps if it's not so much of a swing that it drives your torso too far forward. The athletes that use it well, just a little bit of momentum on that front leg.
The trade-off with not using your grip strength and letting the dumbbells hang is that you can go probably a little bit harder on the ski. What does that do to you at the back end? Sandra Larabina, bottom of screen. She is back and quick. She's at the far left in lane number 15.
Really going for that short pull.
5 minutes goes by.
See lots of different techniques on the ski erg. I think across the board, you'll see most athletes reaching all the way up to full extension and then pulling down rather than keeping their elbows bent and pulling on the shorter cord.
But Glenister, with that big hip hinge, it's exactly what you want to see. Load up that posterior chain, back side of your body. Now talk me through the 40 and 30 calories, men and women respectively. What sort of pace are you doing? You're breaking it up into sort of 10 calorie segments. Are you doing a half-half? What sort of, if there is a strategy involved in doing your ski, what is it?
For 30 cals in this sort of event that's going to be over really quick, it's just knocking over the 30 as fast as you can. Get as over that finish line as quick as you can. Treat the event as a sprint so that you've got more rest between erg sandwich and the chase.
Sarah Cabell out of the gates. So Jamie Vesey down there as well. Lane number 2. And are we going to see some front rack position dumbbells, or they're all going to be from the hang? Cabell at the bottom of the screen from Instinct Fitness, 23-year-old. Vesey from the Gold Coast from CrossFit Bill Athletic. In the same heats as gym owner Adam Mancy. Isaac Sheriff just to the back left as well. Another of the Bill Athletic crew. Cabell to the far left in the black and those orange shoes. Looks like she is going to be finished first out of the entire field. Dumbbells down, thanks for coming, 3:22 unofficial time. Vesey is in as well at the top of the screen, just behind Sheriff. Sam Whitworth, top of screen, gets done as well, drops those dumbbells. Marissa Larabina, she is done, the far left in the purple and black. Apologies, Lysandra. Not bad for your first crack to Down Under and bring it home strong. I'm not going to ask you what your first experience of Wollongong and the Down Under Championship was, because I was alongside you. We're having great chats.
That's right. 2012 team competition.
Obviously team competition, a lot different to individual competition. Back then we got to rely on our team members just a little bit more. You got to pick and choose where you put people. All athletes getting done well under that time cap. We now have a 3-minute break. Larabina, those leg swings. Shake that lactate out. Cabell with the quad stretch. There's probably a position where you don't want your quads to take the brunt of that lunge, but they end up doing it anyway. Now you've got to think grip strength as well. If they've been holding those dumbbells, they jump on, do the ski, they do more lunging, and then they've got to move to the dumbbell snatch.
For a lot of these athletes, the weight on the dumbbell snatch isn't going to be too much of a problem. 32.5 kilos for the men and 22.5 for the women for 10.
Not too bad at all. Your overall leaders for the men's competition, Ben Fowler, CrossFit Selwyn in Christchurch, your leader. For the with a fairly decent lead, 22 points over Joel Molinia from Rec Gym Kirrawee in Sydney. Riley Martin, CrossFit Torian, in third position. And things get pretty tight between him, Zane Shalabear Healy, Bailey Martin. The brothers battling it out. And Isaac Newman from Hustle and Harvest in Perth, Western Australia. Rounding out our top 10 for our women. Bella Vallejo, Team CrossFit Games champ. She has got a very healthy lead as well, 24 points ahead of Christina Lividatakis. Things get really tight from there as well. 4 points back to Ella Price, 4 more back to Daisy McDonald, 1 to Gabby Napa, and then 4 back to Maddie Gilmore. Keep in mind that Poppy Hay, Gemma Hoke as well, who's just outside that top 8. And Jamie Goodwin still in contention as well. So this shake-up from day number 2, which we love seeing every year, is going to continue. We're now in the 1 minute transition. Sarah Cabell. Try to slap those legs. Come on. It's only 13 minutes. What's the worst that could happen? Cabell. Wow, that's a sprint. If you want to make your way up the leaderboard, this is the right way to go about it. Sarah Cabell currently sitting in 18th position. You throw in a couple of 100 points here, you jump yourself way up that leaderboard.
It's a gutsy start. We saw with the pairs that it didn't really pay off for a lot of them to go out hard, but, you know, I always applaud a gutsy start. So if they can hold on, then it's paid off.
And we'll be very impressed. Cabell choosing the side-on option. Everyone else looking forward. What do you prefer? I know with weightlifting, you obviously don't want to be looking someone in the eye when you're trying to lift a barbell.
You get used to it, though.
Do you do that on purpose? Do you actually eye off someone in the crowd and look them straight in the eye and go, okay, I've got you? And then they feel more awkward because you're looking at them rather than them looking at you.
The trick is to look past whatever is standing in your face so you get used to it.
To Shader. Plenty of time. I don't mind that. But a big jump, big leap. Cabell, off she goes. Oh. Hoo-wee. This is gutsy. Wonder if we can pan out far enough. Cabell way in front, leading off our elite division. This is heat number 2. Third heat to follow. Apologies, heat number 1. Still got 2 to go. Now I like the strategy. Cabell going out hot you're sitting back doing your dumbbell snatches going, oh, there is no way I can catch you. Because you're running all the way back from your return leg of that 200 meters.
Look, I can see the vision because she's fast on the dumbbell snatches and the burpees. She's backing up that speed on the run. She can hold on to it. She's going to set a really good time to beat in these heats to come.
Verena Rimes finishing up as well as Alessandra Larabina. Cabell in control of this one.
She's already gone.
Yeah, we're not even going to look at her. We'll see her come back shortly if she does her turnaround. Melanie Bingley as well. So our two newcomers, our two more recent backfill athletes coming into competition are our first two that are leading the charge for heat number 1 here, individual competition. This is day number 2. And the final time they're actually going to be on the field this weekend. The final 3 events of the competition will be inside Wynn Entertainment Centre. Cabell. It's about a 50-metre lead over any competitor.
And she's still moving at the exact same pace she was in round 1.
She is spot on about that dumbbell snatch. Oh, that's easy. Is that time she's taking on that dumbbell snatch enough time for her body to start hating her? Or is it that short that it's like your body goes, okay, we're doing something different now?
Oh, it's short enough and light enough. 22.5 is not too heavy for these athletes. It's just enough to put a bit of fatigue through the arms and the lower body, but not enough for it to blow out.
Oh, talk about spring in your step. Now this is what we haven't seen yet in competition from our elites. We didn't see it with our elite pairs. And yes, this is heat number 1, but oh, wow.
And we're seeing the broad jump in these burpees really slow a lot of these athletes down, but Cabell is getting faster and faster.
Oh, and nothing more frustrating, I'm sure, than seeing a competitor go past when you're in a little bit of struggle street and looking up and just going, oh, really?
Less than 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, time. Give it up for this heat here for the Masters.
Beck Glenister making her way back. Larabina heading back again. But she is looking fresh. This is absolutely going to be our fastest time of the day so far, including our elite pairs who were on previously. I love the little hop, skip and a jump she does on her last burpee broad jump.
And she's not using that turnaround to rest. She's already ready to drop down into that burpee and turn around and go.
I'm looking around. Sarah, you don't need to look around. You're about 60 meters ahead of anybody. Just under 5 minutes left on our time cap. But you did mention it before with Sarah. She's ready to drop down into that next burpee. All the other athletes going through their burpee broad jumps at the moment, there is that delay and pause once they jump and that turnaround. It's like, oh, here we go again.
Oh, that broad jump is gassing. It's especially over the box as well. It's a nasty little bit of programming by Rob, but it's just enough to just raise that heart rate a bit more. A lot of the athletes are jumping over and using that turnaround to rest.
Cabell well in control. Ryan Mulvaney in the background. Like, he's doing extremely well for the men. But it is all down to Sarah Cabell at the moment, who is really getting to work. Potentially she's going to finish under 18 minutes. Oh, she's going to be well under 18 minutes with this.
What a performance. We said at the start, if she could hold on, we'll be most impressed. That was awesome.
And now you can rest.
She did not slow down from start to finish. That's how it's done. If you're going to go out hard, hold on to it.
But Jack Sweeney yesterday in his interview with Ryan Mulvaney finishes, Jack Sweeney goes, yeah, I've got a backfill, but it's an opportunity to come down the floor. And Sarah Cabell has done exactly that with a backfill. Hey, shoot your shot. Here it is.
It's an awesome opportunity for these athletes to test themselves in an environment where they haven't before, and they're competing against athletes that are more experienced.
Sheriff gets finished up as well. It is now time to take the jersey off. But Sarah looked so comfortable with that one.
One minute athletes.
23-year-old. Doing it easy. Beck Glenister in as well. Put the feet up on the ski erg. Trying to get the blood out of those legs as much as possible. Sean Young to Shader getting finished up as well. Still 90 seconds on our time cap. Jamie Vesey at the far right of screen. Looks like he's in a world of hurt. Larabina bottom of screen. Continuing her burpee broad jumps. Whitworth. Currently training in Bayern in Germany. UK born. And only got 30 seconds to try and get as many burpee broad jumps done as possible. There's probably not a chance of him getting back. Now the final 10 seconds coming. And time is called on the first of our elite individual heats. Well, let's head down to Gemma Ashworth.
we have our heat winners. I'm going to go to you first, Sarah. Sarah, you have an incredible background of sport. You started with hockey. What kept you hooked in CrossFit?
I think the number one thing is, and I can kind of vouch for the people who are in the audience today, but it's the community, like everyone just cheering on everyone, the supportive, just everyone like being there for each other through the like deep times in CrossFit and the good times. Yeah, it's the community.
And why did you want to get into CrossFit in the first place?
Yeah, that's because I was into my running and hockey and I wasn't doing any strength training. I was like, the gym looks a bit boring, you know, just standing there bicep curling in the mirror. So I was like, jumped into the CrossFit gym at Extinct Fitness when I was like 16 years old, and then kind of just got hooked ever since then. So,
well, you're doing an epic job and well done on your heat win. I'm going to cross over to Ryan. Ryan, this is your second time here at Down Under. Can you tell us a bit about your start of your CrossFit journey?
I got into it. I watched the old Froning doco, and I just thought, hey, this bloke's living the dream. Just got to get him what he's doing and try and get up to that level. And started it, met a bunch of good blokes at the gym, and yeah, just fell in love with it ever since that, ripping in.
Well, you definitely ripped in on that workout. You look like a bit of a pain cave. What was going through your head in those final reps?
Yeah, mate, I was hurting. I was deep in the pain cave, but sort of got to the third round. You only have 2 to go, and you just suck it up, but it sucked.
Well, you did a great job. Really well done on your heat win. Good job.
Thanks, Gemma. And Ryan Mulvaney. Slow, steady progress for him as well. And the first of our elite heats done. We're going to move straight into our second heat of our elite individuals. This is heat number 2. Our lane assignments, the great Felipe in lane number 4, and Jack Sweeney, who had a great event number 2 yesterday. Cam Kuzla back to competition as well. Great to see him back in the mix. And some ladies in this heat who really need to start making a push into their top heats. Gemma Hoke is one of those. Hayley Adams spoke to her this morning. She said, the back end of that second run, I just had concrete legs. I couldn't get my feet out of the sand. We saw exactly that. Alexandra Bullock, expect some good things for her in event number 3. And this is the event 3 erg sandwich.
For time, 30-meter dual dumbbell walk and lunge. 40 cows for the males, 30 cows for the females on the ski erg. 30-meter dual dumbbell walk and lunge. At the 8-minute mark, they will start event number 4, the chase. 5 rounds for time of 200-meter run, 10 alternating dumbbell snatches, and 8 burpee broad jumps. Dumbbell weights 22.5 kilos for the females, 32.5 kilos for the males. 13-minute time cap on the chase.
Underway for our second heats. The Mad Dash. I like it. Big sweep from Nick Hassanadakis. There's Bullock there in the light blue and the dark blue. It's not until the athletes reach the ski erg we really find out who can put some separation between them and their competitors. Hayley Adams, athlete I was talking about, hinging well at the hip, as is Bella Andueza to the right of screen in all blue. Amanda Wazer probably doing exactly what she needs to minimise the damage on her legs. A lot of fatigue on board from yesterday.
Event has really been coming down to this ski erg. Athletes really can't hold back. It's such a short event. They can't afford to hold back on this ski erg and take their time.
Trying to fix it now. Which one is it? Top one or bottom one?
Bella Andoiza grabbing those dumbbells, heading back. Jack Fleming in the lead for the men. He's all black, well over that halfway point.
Couple of minutes now, we'll bring out the fusions yet again. The ladies in the on first. The event 6 complex here in the arena. 3:12 will kick things off.
Bella Andoiza really holding on out in front. She's going to take it for the females.
And Fleming doing exactly what he needed to do. Tried his hand yesterday out on that beach run and sent it a little bit too early. Quicker you finish, as you've mentioned before, the more rest you get. Gemma Hope doing a little bit of contemplating, getting rid of those shoes. I should say getting rid of those knee sleeves. And it's been a very interesting individual competition so far. For our men, Ben Fowler coming out of the gates hot. First and a third position for him. Gives himself 190 points. Joel Millennia with a second and seventh. In second, Riley Martin, 12th place finish in event one, but finishing very well with second place finish in event number two. Zane Shelley-Healy very consistent with the fifth and the sixth. Bailey Martin with an 18th, but then knocks it out of the park with 4:02 for a first place finish in the Burden late yesterday. For our females, Bella Vallejo in the lead, 185 points. First and a fourth. Christina Lividatakis, Zimbabwean, with a 13th and a first. Ella Price with a 10th and a third. Things are going to get very tight as we head into our third and final day of competition tomorrow. Wrap things up for the next iteration of the Down Under Championship for 2025. Jeremy Austin and Pip Malone with you Gemma Ashworth will be on the floor a little bit later on. Pip, your experiences here in Wollongong have been a lot different over the years. How's this one going for you?
Oh, this is fantastic. Being able to, we've said it yesterday as well, being able to utilise the field was something we never used to get to do back in the day, and the beach as well. Just made for some really good programming of events. I say that because I didn't have to run in the sand yesterday, but it was great to watch.
Athletes preparing themselves. We have got 1 minute left. Cam Kusler close to screen. Those frog grips on his wrists. And a big thank you to our broadcast partner, Frog Grips. And also our equipment provider, AlphaFit, for all of the equipment here this weekend. Concept 2 as well for all of the erg equipment, and in particular the ski erg today. "30 seconds away now from starting the second of our events. And the great Felipe. Charge CrossFit down in Melbourne. Connor Smith, fortunately withdrawing from the Touring Pro earlier in the year. But great to see him back in competition. Haley Adams and Nick Sanadakis are our first two. Heidi Hughes in there as well. Sarah Cabell really setting the world on fire with a 17:42 for our time to beat for everybody.
We saw Haley Adams with an impressive performance in event 1 yesterday on the beach. Excited to see if she can hold on to this pace out on the field.
Sanadakis from the Vada CrossFit Fremantle in Perth, Western Australia. Very specific, precise about what he's doing with those dumbbell snatches, not rushing it, not getting into poor position. Now this field is a lot tighter than it was from heat number 1. Haley Adams just in the lead overall. Haley Adams still leading for the females. For the males, Nick Sanadakis. Jamie Goodwin just trudging along. No wet feet today. And this is the chase, event number 4.
5 rounds for time of 200-meter run, 10 alternating dumbbell snatches, 8 burpee broad jumps. 32.5 kilos for the males and 22.5 kilos for the females. 13-minute time cap.
Sarah Cabell is leading the charge from heat number 1, 17:42. Similar movement patterns with the ski erg and the dumbbell snatch with a big hip hinge.
We know in the sport of fitness that moving efficiently means that you are expelling less energy on unnecessary movement and bad form. The better you can move, the more efficient you are.
I like it. And moving well is Cam Kuzla, who's jumped into first position for the men. Hayley Adams still leading the charge for the females. And expect a little bit of separation now as we get into that nasty time of this event. Not as big as Sarah Cabell lead, but we're getting that way. Hayley Adams past that halfway point on the football fields, the home ground of St George Illawarra Dragons in the NRL. Privilege for the athletes to be on such hallowed turf. Hayley Adams continuing her lead. The dumbbell snatch, she is spending no time with that dumbbell. Nick Prasanadakis and the great Felipe making his way back. Felipe Chardonge. Gemma Hoke just getting back to that dumbbell now. Felipe on the left, Connor McElhaney to the right of screen. Jack Fleming making his way back to the burpee broad jumps. Cam Kuzla still in the lead for the men. And Hayley Adams, she's on a mission.
Her runs really haven't slowed down from the first one. She's still really driving forward, wasting no time at all.
Jess Green now jumping in the second head of Jamie Goodwin. Is it just me, or is Hayley Adams deliberately not looking at her dumbbell at the end of the lane?
One thing I love about Hayley Adams over the last couple of years is how she always is just head down and work.
It's like
She's a workhorse.
It's like she wasn't looking at the dumbbell, so it's just like sneak up it and go, okay, here it is. I don't want to see it at the end of the field. Jess Green in the background. Jamie Goodwin in those white shoes. Hopefully she packed an extra pair after her other ones got wet yesterday in the surf. Round number 4, Bella Andueza, Sandra Bullock, Gemma Hoke in the background to the left-hand side. Gemma just walking around to that pole on the way back. Oh, Jess Green, clever stuff. Jamie Goodwin doing the same, going far side. Just to make sure when you do your last rep, you can just jump and continue on. That's experience, something you know all about. Caitlin Porter, Heidi Hughes, Caitlin finishing up, Jack Fleming to the far left. I like the rep schemes. 10 reps with a dumbbell. You pick it up and you do a couple and you go, I'm close to finishing, so you finish. With the burpees, same thing. You do 3 or 4. Oh, okay, it's only 8. I can get this done.
Well, our athletes that are doing really well in this event are not using any part of this event to rest. They're really pushing forward from one movement to the next and not slowing down to a trudge between the dumbbell and the burpee. They're going fast through their burpees, each jump dropping straight down to the ground, not resting in between.
Hayley Adams with 90 seconds to get this finished. And looks like Gemma Hoke is in a little bit of bother. She's just about to start her burpees now. Hayley Adams, bottom of screen now, in lane number 16. 17:42, your time to beat is from Sarah Cabell. I think Hayley Adams is going to beat that.
2 minutes, athletes, 2 minutes. Let's beat this
Hoke.
now for the futures heat.
Still looking like she's moving well, but not happy on that last run. And starting to walk now, Gemma Hoke. Hayley Adams, 17:18, unofficial time from her. Nick Prasanadakis. Finishing worldwide in the Open this year, 1621st. Love a race towards the end as well.
Athletes, 1 minute.
Jamie Goodman coming over. When I spoke to Hayley this morning, she just goes, yeah, it was tough, but we get to work now. And I went, okay, there we go. She knew exactly what was happening. Jess Green is done. A male athlete starting to come home as well.
30 seconds.
I won't repeat that. Connor McElhaney. I think that might have been a bit tough.
I think that's a warranted statement, the end of that event.
We are 2 minutes away from finishing up. Bullock getting done in lane number 14 in all blue and happy to park up on the mats. Flat on the back. Hoke about to finish up, as is Heidi Hughes. Connor Smith at top of screen. Jack Sweeney. The black polo shirt. Saw the white and blue yesterday. We're on for the black today. Connor Smith. Top of screen in lane number 1. Getting done with just over a minute spare.
60 seconds gone. One rep needed to go. Return away.
And just on 60 seconds now.
Get it done. Coming onto the ring first. Alongside Lee. Tyson Lee. Matching it, the rest of the field follows. Ravi Compia. Powering through.
Sweeney finishing up now. Back to the dumbbell for the final time. And will run out of time. A great result from Connor McElhaney and Hayley Adams. Hayley 17:18. That is lightning quick. We thought Sarah Cabell was good. And that will do it for us for heat number 2 of our elite individuals. And let's head down to the competition floor with Connor McElhaney and Hayley Adams.
I'm going to come to you first, Hayley. Hayley, you were here last year in a pair with Daisy McDonald. What made you want to come and do Indy this year?
I was all for pairs and bringing back mayhem at the walk, but Daisy wanted to go Indy, so I guess I was Indy or nothing. So here we are.
Yesterday, you just got picked in first place in that first sand workout. Was this a bit of redemption for you right now?
Yeah, I needed to prove that I actually can run. Sometimes I'm just go out a bit too hot, so got a bit of redemption. Didn't die on that one, so success.
Huge success, a great heat win for you. And Connor over here, no stranger to Down Under. What keeps you coming back?
The competition and the good community that comes around and supports athletes, and it's a good fun weekend.
An absolute dogfight at the end there, literally going rep for rep at the very end. What goes through your brain in that moment?
Tim Paulson's my coach, and he loves a dogfight, so he's been teaching me well.
Well, he definitely did. Huge well done to both of you. Well done.
Tough going, but congratulations to both Connor and Hayley. Heat 2 in the books. Heat 3 coming up next. Welcome back to Wynn Entertainment Centre, day 2 of the Down Under Championship, event number 3, and our final heats outside the arena for the entire competition. Our lead individuals taking on Erg, Sandwich and The Chase, and it is tough going, all chasing down the time from Hayley Adams, 17 minutes and 18 seconds. Erg, Sandwich, an easy one compared to the other one.
Easier said than done. For time, 30-metre dual dumbbell walking lunge, 40 cows and 30 cows ski erg, 30-metre dual dumbbell walking lunge. At the 8-minute mark, they will start event number 4, the chase, 5 rounds for time of 200-metre run, 10 alternating dumbbell snatches, 8 burpee broad jumps. Weight on the dumbbells, 32.5 kilos for the men, 22.5 kilos for the women.
The chase is where it's happening, and they are chasing down Hayley Adams. Sarah Cabell with a very fast time of 17:42 as well. And our lane assignment sees Ben Fowler, who is our leader for our men, and Bella Vajejo for our women. And we've got some athletes in this field who really need to start making a move for the back end tomorrow afternoon to jump onto that podium. Vajejo and Lividatakis will battle this one out, I am sure. And what better to have them in lanes next to each other in 12 and 13. Ben Fowler trying to hold out countrymen. Bailey and Riley Martin as well. Isaac Newman, CrossFit Games competitor from this year, qualifying from the Torium Pro. Probably not the event 2 that we expected from him.
Probably not, but there are a lot of points up for grabs in the next 21 minutes, so it's going to be very interesting to see what damage can be done by someone like Isaac Newman.
And we're used to seeing Isaac Newman in that far lane, sneaking out of view, but don't worry, we'll keep our eyes on him. He is at the top of your screen in lane number 1, and the first athlete for the males back. And Maddie Gilmore, our last female back, on the bottom of your screen in lane number 16 in all red. our first part of this two-part event, event 3 and 4. It is the erg sandwich followed by the chase. We have 7 minutes on our time cap. Every single athlete nowhere near that time cap, ensuring they have plenty of time to recover.
Ben Fowler is going to town on that ski erg.
He loves a machine. He loved the assault bike yesterday. Ben Fowler in that yellow shirt. And Cameron Gray with that big reach. The first athlete off. Isaac Newman not far behind. Cameron Gray trading the blue shorts for red ones on day number 2. Poppy Hay leading the females on the way back. The two West Australians, Isaac Newman, Cameron Gray.
I was going to say, you're looking the wrong way, Cameron.
He's coming on the other side of you. And Newman, this could be the start of his progress up into one of those top 3 positions. Gray dissecting.
Here's that experience coming through from Newman.
Cameron Gray strategizing every component of every event.
That outside lane might be right where Isaac Newman needs to be for these events to grab himself some points.
Gabby Napa with a good result. Poppy Hay jumping down the floor, getting rid of those knee sleeves. Levitakis is in. Oliver Jeho. Maddie Gilmore is done, and now Ella Price. Ella Price currently sitting in 3rd. That could have implications at the back end of tomorrow. But Newman, impressive. Alchi. Poppy Hay, Daisy McDonald and Steph Collins. It's that shared empathy.
Whether you're first or last, it all hurts the same. It's just over a bit quicker if you're finishing first.
For our men, Ben Fowler went pretty well on that ski erg and the first lunge. But it was Isaac Newman who's currently sitting in 10th. Apologies, sitting in 8th, needing to make a move. Cameron Gray's going to do himself some favours there as well. And a great top 3 of Fowler, Molina and Martin after a great day 1 of competition yesterday. Bailey Martin finishing in 1st in event 2, the Burden. And the great Felipe down there in 10th position. Oliver Jeho got a fairly decent buffer over Christina Levitakis, and as I mentioned, Ella Price finishing up in 3:42 just then for erg sandwich. What is that going to do for results? Poppy Hay will probably end up jumping up a little. A good result from her. And not bad from Steph Collins. Few air squats, get that blood flow going back in. Body's just gone, what have you just done?
I think this next event is going to suit an athlete like Steph Collins really well if yesterday was anything to go off. She's got an engine on her.
Just gritty. I just like it. Here's the work. Go and do it. Coming up to our 7-minute time cap. We have a 1-minute transition before we head into event number 4, which is the chase. And the final chance for the athletes on the field this afternoon to get some points. And the chase, event number 4. 5 grueling rounds, and doesn't seem to read that bad.
Oh, I think it definitely reads as bad as it is. 5 rounds for time of 200-meter run, 10 alternating dumbbell snatches, 8 burpee broad jumps. Dumbbell weight, 32.5 kilos for the men, 22.5 kilos for the women. The athletes are doing their broad jump over those boxes across the field, just making it that little bit trickier.
And spectators here definitely got their money's worth today. All of our divisions, our intermediate, masters, futures, our RX pairs, and of course our adaptives getting to work on the erg sandwich and the chase. Our elite pairs just earlier on, and now the final heats of our elite individuals. Vivitakis and Gilmore leading the way. Loving the season Maddie Gilmore is having. Great Taurian Pro earlier this year. Part of the Be All In fitness team. Seems to be moving that dumbbell extremely well.
Excited to see Maddie Gilmore's progression over the next couple of years. So much potential.
Shelly Healy leading the charge for the men. A very consistent 5th and 6th from him so far. That's all you need to do is be consistent right across the weekend. Don't necessarily have to win every event. Now Cameron Gray coming to that burpee broad jumps very late. Hiko Tarangi Curtis. And Zane just getting about his business. Grace Walton, partner, heading off to the Rogue Invitational in Aberdeen. If you look at Maddie Gilmore's stride length compared to Zane's, completely different. Maddie really starting to stride out, but Zane just staying within his little realm.
Seeing a very similar start from Maddie Gilmore as we just saw from Hayley Adams in the previous heat. A real attack on the run.
Vivitakis, McDonald. Gilmore can do herself some favours here, currently sitting in 6th position on 148 points. And 37 points back from the lead. He was saying about her progress over the next couple of years. Podium position here at the end of tomorrow for Maddie Gilmore will do her confidence wonders.
Oh, confidence boost, points in experience alone as well, just being able to execute on a stage like this with a lot of the best athletes down in the Southern Hemisphere.
Maddie chasing down that time from Hayley Adams of 17:18, of course, unofficial time. Zane Shalabear-Healy at the top of screen. Bella Vallejo, look out. Here she comes.
I feel like every year there's always an athlete that's a silent assassin. I think Isabella is that this year, just quietly going about her business and killing it.
Well, she really landed hot after winning the CrossFit Games as a teenager, and then dropped off the radar a little bit, and now coming back into competition. We saw her pop up at the Victorian Pro this year as well as an individual. So it's just that finding out where you are, hey, find the urge, find the spark again to get back into competition. And for the ladies, it is Maddie Gilmore to the far left of screen in all red, finishing up her next set of dumbbell snatch. For the men, Zane Shalabear-Healy, Gabby Napa making her way back to the dumbbell snatch. Bella Vallejo really making up some room on those runs. If you're going to make up time, the shuttle runs is probably the easiest place to make up some time.
Where we're seeing athletes make up time in this event is really the transition between the dumbbell snatches and the burpees, and also then on the set of burpees, getting all the reps done without resting in between, getting straight down on the ground, back up again. That's really been the difference, and obviously the run, big component of this one, but we've seen in the previous heats athletes be able to overtake each other on those burpee broad jumps.
Oh, Bella Vallejo, here she comes. Those arms really driving that body forward. Zane just having a quick look left to see who was coming. You needn't worry, buddy. Things are all good. How does Maddie Gilmore respond? Big crew from BiFit here. Be All In Fitness. Oh, things just got a whole lot tighter.
Isabella is not going to let Maddie have this one.
Isabella finishing first in event 1 yesterday, Sandstorm. And she's just taken the lead now in event 3. Apologies, event 4. This is a two-parter. And we have got 6 minutes left on our clock. The final time the athletes will be on the field. Moving inside 4 clean windows.
That was a very fast set of burpee broad jumps from Isabella.
And the short strides. And this is the point where Maddie Gilmore's going, okay, she can go. I'm not even going to bother trying to catch her. Duck and weave. Bella Vallejo on her way back now. But it's been a really good crack from Maddie Gilmore. Bailey Martin. Just at the turnaround point as well. This has been a great round 4 from Bella Vallejo. And sped up exactly when she needed to. Cameron Gray to the far left in those pink shorts. This could pose problems for him. Here comes Daisy McDonald in the black and purple. Bella heads all the way back for the final 8 reps. This has been lightning fast. Hayley Adams in 17:18. Vallejo, easy as you like. The leg's not really working the way she wants them to right now. But spot on, 17 minutes. Bella Vallejo. And the pacing to perfection.
I could see Zane Shelby-Healy's shoes in the background of the finish line as well. Looks like he may have taken it for the men.
Matty Gilmore done as well. Bailey Martin, another good result for him. A good welcome back to competition. Great to see him fit and healthy. Ella Price getting finished up. That's a good result for her. Not sure what's going on with Zane Shelby-Healy. Something to do with the burpee broad jumps, no doubt. Maybe at the back end. Poppy Hay making her way back. And she will finishing up, as will Isaac Newman. Levitakis is in as well. Now Ben Fowler, last round for him. It's a bit of damage control for Ben Fowler. And Frog wristbands doing the job, especially with a dumbbell snatch. Big thank you to the team at Frog Grips, our broadcast partner. The final 2 minutes coming up. Millennia, Riley Martin. Doesn't matter the caliber of athlete, it just hurts everybody. Gabby Napa done as well. Cameron Gray trying to get through these last dumbbell snatches. Make that dumbbell snatch. This one is really starting to hurt. Final 60 seconds. Everyone's urging you to finish and you just don't want to. Don't make me. Cameron Gray, oh, the legs. We saw a similar run from Hayley Adams yesterday in that soft sand.
It's when your brain's telling you to sprint, but your body's doing something else.
Something completely different. Let's head down to Gemma Ashworth on the floor.
Another win for you. 2 running events, 2 wins. Is that a coincidence?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I do lots of cardio when you just need to get a quick workout in with the kids, so I guess it's just what my training
And who have you got here to support you today?
I got my dad and one of my best friends.
And what have you got to say to them?
Thanks so much, guys, and Steve rolled in the grass for you, even though he said not to.
What does the lift look like for you today? Now we've got all the endurance out the way.
Just a little bit of fun, see if I can get a current PB or crack a PB for myself.
Well, best of luck for the rest of the afternoon. Bailey, I'm going to have to ask you to jump up. The comeback king this weekend, you pipped Riley yesterday, you pipped Zane at the last minute. Is that part of the plan?
Yep. Yeah, it's part of the plan every time, you know, just sneak in on these guys when they least expect it and take 100 points.
And we've got another lift workout for the rest of the day. How are you going to prepare between now and then?
Maybe sit down and, I don't know, just try and put on a show for these guys, hit a solid lift, and try and maybe keep some points away from my brother as well.
Well, you came into the weekend fifth, or today fifth, and now you're hopefully going to be jumping up the leaderboard, and we'll hopefully see you climbing. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you at the lift.
Thanks, Gemma. Bella and Bailey. Bailey Martin. The comeback kid. And what a comeback to make. Great to see him back in competition. And his interview last night was just great. Like, just wants to get back at the top. And why wouldn't you? You know what it's like at the top.
Oh, I think a healthy Bailey Martin is going to be a very dangerous Bailey Martin in 2026.
Look out, Jay Crouch, Ricky Garrard, here he comes. But that's going to wrap things up on the field here at the Wynn Entertainment Centre for our individuals in our elite division. Our pairs done as well. We're going to take a break. We're going to transition inside to the Wynn Entertainment Centre and take on Clean Windows for our elites. Our pairs are up first in about 2 hours from now. We look forward to joining us when we come back for Gemma Ashworth and Pip Malone. I'm Jeremy Austin. We'll see you soon.
Bye.